So growing up, I was not raised in church. I believed in God. I prayed as I fell asleep at night. I went to church maybe once or twice a year with my very Catholic grandmother, but that was the extent of my faith. I faced a lot of tragedies in my life. My dad died when I was 3. I had a boyfriend that was killed in a car accident right before I went away to college. I've been divorced. I lacked direction and purpose in my life, and I let those tragedies define me. I have 2 kids, Lucas and Addison. After having my kids, I was urged by a lot of people to have them baptized, so I started seeking out and attending a local church for that reason alone. A few years ago, I was at a school board meeting, and it just happened to be the same one that Pastor Nick and Nikki were at to try to get use of the school auditorium to plant Generations House of Worship. I came home from that meeting that night, and all I could talk about was this pastor that was there and how intrigued I was and fascinated listening to him speak and argue his points. Addison was 5 or 6 at the time, and she would get bored and fall asleep on me every single Sunday morning, sucking her thumb, twirling my hair. But she spent the weekend with her best friend, and her friend asked her to go to church with her that spring. When Addie came home from church, she recited the memory verse of the day. She wouldn't stop talking about the church, and Lucas says to me, "Mommy, maybe we need to go check this church out." So we went the following week, and from the first time we walked in the door, I really didn't know what hit me. I wasn't sure what to make of it, but I knew we needed to go back. Pastor Nick taught a series that summer called Let Your Light Shine. I really started to realize that who I wanted to be was not who I was, and that I wanted to radiate the light God blessed me with, and I wanted to be a world changer. I found I was still learning about the Bible myself, but I started teaching in the children's classrooms because I knew they needed help, and I ended up learning right along with the kids. Over the last 3 years, both my nanny, my pap, my mom, my sister have all found their way either back to or found their way to Christ. My kids are now being raised in a Christian home. My kids now know Jesus. I have found purpose in life. I've found strength I didn't know I've had. I've learned to let my light shine, and I love our children's ministry. I no longer define myself by the tragedies I've encountered. Finding my faith has given me a new beginning, and I am excited to see what else God has in store for me, for my family, for our church, and for this ministry. I'm Stacy, this is my story, and I serve the God of wonderful things.